Well, last week I was talking about snow, wondering where it was going to come from. And now here we are. We've got lots of it. Plenty of it. Wow. All this snow moving it around, shifting it around. It is chilly outside. It's so beautiful though. Some of you shared pictures with me of your backyards and the beauty of the snow. But today it's windy, it's brisk, but it's still gorgeous. I can still capture the pristine spots where the plows haven't gone and the people haven't treaded. It started to make me wonder a little bit more about grace and being white as snow and this peacefulness that happens with snow. As the snow was falling, I remembered looking out in the dark and you could just see the glistening of it in the moonlight and just how bright. My son was like, "It's so bright outside," and that reflecting. Even now as I look out on this parking lot, it's so bright with the whiteness of the snow. It made me start to think more about peace. And I know scripture talks a lot about peace, and Jesus talks about being peace. In John 16, verse 33, he says, "I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I've overcome the world." This whole concept of having peace some days is so hard. We say we want the will of God, but yet when the will of God is happening, are we at peace with it? There's so many things that so many times in our lives that we wrestle with things and we struggle, but yet finding that peace. I started searching more and having more conversations over this past year with people. But even today I was talking with one of my friends and we came to this conclusion that peace has to be coming from Christ through the gift of grace. I find that I'm most at peace when things are good, when things are feeling solid. But even when things are bad, I find the peace because I'm clutching on the God and accepting His will. I wonder if grace creates this concept of peace for us, that when we're able to receive the grace, when we're able to be at peace with things because God's working in the world, because He's overcome the world, then also are we able to be easier to be gracious and merciful to others. I find that a lot of times some of my tension in life comes from the way people are, and my not accepting of things, or maybe the way they're at the moment, or not willing to just work with some people and wanting them to change who they are instead of maybe receiving and giving grace out in those moments. I'm saying all this because I'm finding more and more we as humans struggle with being peaceful, being at peace. And I wonder if when Christ says He's overcome the world, I think that's part of the secret. I think one of the most mystifying things about Christ is that He walked the earth and He chose to. He chose to walk this earth, to feel the pain, to see the turmoil. But He also got a chance to heal. He got a chance to laugh. He got a chance to enjoy humanity in its fullness and the beautifulness of relationships. So church, I'm asking you this week to maybe take a pause for yourself, to take a pause and find some peace. Take a moment, just take a half hour, an hour of your whole week and just enjoy a peaceful moment. Reflect on the beauty of what God's done in your life. Reflect on who He's put into your life. Reflect on all those things that are around you that are just good. I'm sharing this with you because I'm having a very peaceful day today. And some of it has been from just dwelling on the Word. Some of it doing some work for the church. Some of it is just having a friend call and say hi. I look at all those things that are in my world and I see that this is all part of what God has been doing and that Jesus has overcome the craziness of this world. So when we go after Him and we chase after this grace-filled life, when we chase after not so much about doing the right things, but doing the things with Him, when we start to allow Jesus to be in our lives and let us be with Him, stuff is going to happen, but you will find a peace in it all. You will find peace that passes understanding. Now, sometimes it's going to be hard work. It's not just easy just sitting in a chair. No, you got to work through those things. Sometimes you're going to have to let go of some things so you can let the will of God work through your life. So what is stopping you from having grace today? What's stopping you from giving grace today? Feel free to share your comments. Feel free to email sroth@llmc.org. Of course, always share, like the video. If something hit you today, please let me know, because I believe that God is using our space to engage with others and to pass that peace of Christ. Go in peace and have a great week.